This video is an information resource tool to help voluntary, community and public sector organisations become more aware of the WIrral Compact.
Can you believe it's been 10 years since we started this process?
No, I can't.
Been a long road, hasn't it?
It has, yeah. So what's in the compact then? What's it made up of?
Consultation, funding, volunteering, working in the community and working with BME groups.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And they underpin the compact. So we have a compact document and 5 codes and they're the rules.
Right.
That's how we work with the groups. And more importantly, that's how the groups need to work with us. But the funding code's really important because it sets the guidelines on how we give the money away and what we give it away for.
Right.
So, you know, it's vital that we use the consultation code to consult with the community about how we spend our money.
Yes.
That's important, obviously. And then funding the procurement code and how we give it away.
Yeah. And we've got to make sure that we give enough time for the voluntary community sectors groups to apply for the funding.
Absolutely, yeah. It's really important, and that we and all groups are consulted with. Once again, the easiest way for us to consult is use the community engagement team of VCOR. We drafted the codes with the community.
Right.
So it was a group of people who all worked on the codes together. There was probably a dozen people altogether from the different sectors that drew the codes up to make sure that they were fair.
So what was that experience like, Steve?
It was a challenging experience, I have to say. It was a difficult time, but we just stuck at it, you know what I mean, and in the end we ended up getting there.
It's a start, isn't it, of building relationships with the communities, because I think as statutory agencies that's something that we haven't done in the past.
Yeah, community engagement's vital. If you don't speak to the people that you serve, you're in trouble. So, and we've got more dialogue now than we've ever had. So it's a win-win, isn't it?
Yeah, that sounds really good, because I know we are committed to the 6 strands of equality for all people on the Wirral, so the compact will help towards that.
We could start with trying to embed these codes into the way we work with the community within the local authority. Corpus induction.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
Council website. Yeah.
Yeah, and I can make sure that it goes up to the local area forums, because we can get the community and the members on board if we can let them know about them.
Yeah, we put it in the council magazine as well. Yeah. That'll be good.
I think we need to take this action plan to the chief exec and show him exactly what we want to do and get his approval, and then sort of work down that way.
It's going to be a long job, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
We have to have some timescales, some milestones.
Yeah, so what are we going to do about funding issues? Because that's a big part of it, isn't it?
Well, we've got to abide by the code.
Okay.
There's no point in writing it if we're not going to abide by it. You know,
and that's a two-way street.
Absolutely, yeah, it's a two-way street.
Now that we've got it broken down, how are we going to get out to people?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? I think the easiest way probably would be get some interested parties together, get some people from the community, go and get them trained up, get them understanding what the compact is, and when they go back to their organisations, they can filter that information down. So more and more people get to know about it quicker.
Do you mean like champions? They'd be compact champions?
Yeah, that's a good word. Champion's a good word.
And they'd be somebody that people could go to if they had any queries about the compact and what.
And feed it back up to the compact working group. Right. So if they've got any complaints, got any queries, got any arguments, there's a mechanism for them to use it. Good. Yeah, it's a winner.
Basically, the compact to me is an agreement that my organisation have taken up with the voluntary community sector to make sure that our working relationships are strengthened and developed, so that we understand the principles of the voluntary community sector, but that they also understand how we as a public sector organisation have to work.
To me, the compact is an outline of the relationships that we're seeking to build between the various sectors in Wirral, so that we can work together effectively.
The compact Generally, I tend to describe it to people from the communities that I represent as a set of guidelines that we can use locally.
Benefits of Compact. Compact is about improving relationships between the public sector and the voluntary and community sector for mutual benefit.
Really, I think the benefit for MSDP would be because we work together with different groups, hard of hearing people, deaf people, a variety of people and a variety of ages as well. And it's also linking their needs, accessing information, making sure that they're aware of what's going out there within society, exactly the same as hearing people pick up information. So it's really about improving access, getting rid of barriers that people have, and that's what we want to develop for the future.
The compact, the difference the compact will make to us will be working better with the local council and the statutory bodies to provide a better service.
The development of the compact rely on the volunteers, and I think that's an issue that we need to look at, is to maintain the commitment of the volunteers.
Role of a Compact champion.
I think that the role of the compact champion would actually be able to, a person who's able to convey the ideas of the compact and promote the compact, the concept of it, and be willing to discuss it with other people who would be interested in finding out more about it.
Be aware of the local and national compact agenda. Promote joint working and compact principles. Update on compact development and integrate onto other agendas.
I see the role of the champion as being one of those that actively spreads the information about compact and communicates with all the groups that they may belong to or come in contact with, so that we get more and more of a group representative voice that can be heard and used to achieve better results for a lot of different separate organisations.
Facilitate communication between sectors. Raise awareness in your respective sector.
Wants to further the cause. When people ask you questions, tell them, give them answers. Sell the concept of the compact.
Be the initial point of contact for advice and complaints affecting your organisation. Demonstrate the relevance of Compact to your colleagues. What is the future of Compact?
It'll be the basis upon which these kind of relationships built on trust, openness, frankness between us will be scored. We'll be talking about the success of it and how it was useful in actually building this spirit of trust and cooperation that is so vitally needed.
I'd like to see the compact develop teeth and claws for the future and increase its membership and grow in strength in order to enable us all to change policies and decisions and to influence those policies and decisions.
I hope that it genuinely becomes a backdrop to the way that we work together, that it's something that becomes embedded in the way that we think, the way that we plan, the way that we deliver services, and that it will in effect really make Wirral a better place to live.
Compact principles. Mutual respect and understanding. Trust and confidence. Objectivity, transparency, openness. Accountability, honesty and integrity. Leadership and common purpose. Treating partners equally. Conflict resolution. Listening and good communication.
Right. So what did you think? It was brilliant. So how did you become a champion?
This video has been produced in association with Voluntary Community Action Wirral, Wirral Council Council, Wirral Drug and Alcohol Action Team, NHS Wirral, Jobs Centre Plus, Wirral Voluntary and Community Sectors Network, Merseyside Police, Merseyside Society for Deaf People and Square One Pictures. For further information about the Wirral Compact or how to become a Compact champion, please contact Voluntary Community Action Wirral on 0151 645 4038.